6 years ago the female CEO had only wanted to help a poor student. She never imagined that one kind act would one day bring her an unexpected reward at her lowest point. 6 years ago her company was just starting to grow, but because her husband embezzled funds the business went bankrupt. During the investigation he pushed all the blame onto her. He begged her to take the fall, swearing he would wait for her forever and never betray her. So she was taken away and spent 6 years in prison. But when she finally got out, everything had changed. Her husband was now with her best friend, and she learned the embezzlement had been their setup from the start. Even the daughter she had raised for years turned out to be theirs. That was the moment she realized just how cruelly she had been deceived. She swore she would make them pay, but her ex had blacklisted her in the industry. No company would hire her. Meanwhile, the young man she once sponsored had become the CEO of a publicly listed company. The moment he heard she was released, he rushed to welcome her personally, and even planned a grand banquet in her honor. Unaware of this, she finally found a small job as a banquet waitress, not knowing the event she was working was actually being held for her. Carrying a tray, she asked a guest if they wanted more wine. They waved her off, telling her to leave. Then her former friend appeared, recognized her instantly, and mocked her viciously, accusing her of sneaking in to stalk her. She explained she was hired as a server, but her friend kept sneering, saying this was the inauguration of the group's new chairman, with the city's elite gathered here, and a convict like her had no place in such a hall. The friend called the banquet manager over, complaining about the staffing, saying someone who had been in prison should never be allowed to serve here. She threatened to report him to the general manager. The manager apologized and promised to move her elsewhere, but the friend leaned in, saying she didn't even deserve to be in a high-end place as a server. The woman couldn't hold back. She reminded her that it was her betrayal 6 years ago that ruined her life, and now she still wanted to strip her of every chance to survive. The friend twisted the story, accusing her of embezzling money herself. People nearby urged the manager to take her out, but the friend blocked the way. She shouted that the woman owed $37 million in debt, claiming she must have come here to steal. She told everyone to check their wallets and valuables. Then she pointed at the woman's pocket, and before the woman could react, she pulled out a diamond necklace, the one meant for the new chairman. The woman tried to explain it wasn't hers, but the friend pressed harder, saying she must have more hidden, and even suggested a body search. She riled up the guests, saying tonight's event was full of priceless treasures. If anything went missing, it would be on all of them. The crowd started agreeing, recalling she had once gone to prison for moving assets. Maybe she would commit another crime. The woman pleaded, saying she had left that world behind. She didn't understand why no one would let her go. The friend urged them to grab her, calling her a thief, and threatened that anyone who hesitated was her accomplice. The woman turned to the others desperately, reminding them many of them had once accepted her help. She wasn't asking for repayment, only not to be betrayed. But one voice coldly replied that helping people years ago wasn't an excuse for stealing today. The friend sneered, ordering her people to grab her. The crowd stirred, about to surround her. Just then, a man's voice cut through the hall, commanding everyone to stop.